Welcome back, everybody. This is because we the last part. We went to the Phoenix Snowfields. In this part, we're going to be doing one of the most annoying quests in the entire game. Second only to the treasure map. Now, Merry Christmas. We're currently recording this actually on December 25th, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I have the time to do so, and my aunt's power went out. So apparently we're not even having Christmas today. And instead we're going to have it most likely tomorrow. Although, I don't fully understand the logic behind it. Because she's supposed to be coming here. I guess she just wants to make sure that everything's sorted out. And, it's been an interesting Christmas so far. I woke up to the sound of, one of my other aunts brought her pet... Sorry for the burps. Brought her pet bird here. And, I have a tiny little Boston Terrier dog, and, I woke up to the sound of my mother screaming because my dog was trying to eat it. And by eat it, I probably just mean kill it. I don't imagine my dog would actually end up eating it. And so now I have had to listen to my brother complaining the entire morning. That stupid goddamn bird squawking every 2 seconds. My little Boston Terrier is, just terrified of everything at this point. And I went to sleep at probably around 2. Probably didn't fall asleep till about 2:33. Woke up at 7 to the sound of screaming. And now here I am recording this part for you. So, this quest, not one of my favorites by any stretch of the means. Luckily, or unluckily I guess, I recorded it once already, and that was an abysmal failure. This quest should not take as long as I made it take. I think I ended up taking a 14-15 minute quest and stretching it out to about 45 minutes because I just kept getting lost. And you will see in a few minutes why it's extremely understandable that I got lost. So I haven't really been talking about it too much, but what you want to do is go to the SS Buccaneer, talk to Steersman Ram Tiger, and go twice to the south, once to the west. And what is that I see? Now, another thing I'm not entirely sure of is whether the, I imagine it doesn't. I don't feel like there's any way that, well, I say that, but, you know, I'm constantly shocked by things that people can do. But I'm not sure if the directions that you give to Steersman Ram Tiger are determined by where you have everything set on the map. I mean, I don't feel like that's the case, but at the same rate, it shouldn't surprise me if that is the case. Anyway, so this is the Nordic Snowfields. Is that what the name of the quest was? I can't remember. But basically, you remember the fairy treasure that they were talking about in the last part? Well, the pirates naturally are also curious about it, which, they really shouldn't be, because we've already been told that it doesn't exist, and if it does exist, you get turned into a fucking giant-ass Sasquatch-looking thing, which, would be kind of nice, provided you, could... No, I guess it wouldn't really, because no one would ever love you. So, yeah, that's terrible. Don't listen to me, I'm awful. Candy. Christmas candy. And I really hope that that stupid fucking bird squawking doesn't come up on the audio at all, because you don't understand. It's fucking irritating as hell. I'm honestly contemplating just sitting in my room and playing music until people show up, if they show up at all. Because it's driving me insane. More insane than I already am, and I'm more angry than I'm more negative feeling than I already am. And my dog has scratched my arm, and it's just now starting to hurt. Like I said, he was terrified, and he just wanted to be loved. So he crawled into my lap during breakfast, and then proceeded to scratch the shit out of me, because that's how he shows love, apparently. Or because I belly rubbed him one too many times. Anyway, we haven't gotten into the mechanic of this quest yet, but once we do, oh man, once we do, let me tell you, once we do. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to do something a little awkward once we get towards the very end of this quest, and I really hope it doesn't cause everything to crap out on me again. I'm starting to think that maybe for the last little bits of this project I should change software so that it doesn't happen, but I don't really know what other software to use. Anyway, we have a fairy. This is a fairy treasure. Let's talk to the fairy. Erlig is the one that we're supposed to end up talking to. So the whole entire point of this quest is talking to fairies who will raise your fairy eye level. However, there are a few that will lower it, and what I ended up doing last time is I kept accidentally talking to the wrong fairy and having my fairy eye level set back down. Now, another reason why I hate... Sorry for the burping, Jesus. Another reason why I hate this quest is because, as I mentioned several times, I have a guide that I've had since I was a little kid. And, the guide... Sorry, all sorts of bodily noises. The guide that I had does not work for this quest. I followed it to a T, and I still end up getting lost. And it directs me to the wrong places. So I had to do this all basically from memory, which shouldn't have been as hard as I made it. I honestly just kept screwing everything up. But there is one extremely annoying part about this quest, and hopefully I can avoid that part. And, with any luck, I will... What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, with any luck I'll be able to squeeze in the, another quest after this, but we'll have to see whether or not I screw everything up. I've already been going for quite a bit. So, as you can see, there are two fairies over here. Fairy eye level is 2, fairy eye level is 3. We want to talk to you, Lucini. Your fairy eye level is 3. Want to cast a spell on me? I'll put a spell on you. Now this is the part where I lost control last time, and I just kept going in a giant-ass circle. So here's to hoping that that doesn't happen. Also, here's to hoping that nobody starts yelling and screws everything up, because that is a distinct possibility for today. So how's everybody's Christmas? I hope Sienna got you all these presents. I was actually having this thought, because my mom was making fun of me saying that I was going to get nothing but coal. And I thought, that's perfect. Do you know how much money is in coal? That's basically, like, it's going to be worth more than gold at some point in the very near future. That's a whole entire political discussion I don't really want to get into, because most of the time when people discuss it, they are not very educated. Which I will not state that I am, but at the same rate, there are certain factors that most people don't take into consideration. Like the fact that we use coal and fossil fuels and all that stuff for more than just energy. You know what I mean? We use it for, like, stuff. So I need to start focusing here. Class V Fairy, and you're Petra. Where's the one that I want to talk to? I know where she is, I'm just not sure the fastest way to get there. And the reason why I kept getting screwed up is because there are two fairies in this quest that, their names are secret. They're not allowed to say what their names are. One's a class 4 fairy, one's a class 5 fairy, and I knew for a fact I needed to talk to one of the secret fairies, but I wasn't sure which one. So, hopefully it's one of you two. Alcone. I don't trust you. I don't trust you one bit. Sleepy Eye. Quinn, a class 4 fairy. My fairy eye level is 5. Alright, let's talk to you. See what... No, I don't want to talk to Quinn. I already talked to Quinn. I don't want to... Go away. Oh, fine. Oh. Alright. I know exactly what I did wrong, at least. So there's that. So, I'm going to cut back to, where I got the level 5 fairy site stuff, and I'll just see you guys back there. Okay, so we got the spell 5 level again, and now I'm going to cut once again to the, to where the save statue is, and I'll go from there because I know what I screwed up and I know how to fix it, and so this quest shouldn't be taking me too much longer. Anyway, see you guys then. Okay, so here we are. Back at the save statue, and what we want to do is actually head back toward the entrance. There's a fairy over this way that we need to talk to, who will give us the rank 6, or the level 6 enchantments. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I showed off what happens when you screw up, because there's been, well, it's been a long time, since I've screwed anything up, as you well know. Well, no, when I play this game on my own, I hardly ever screw up, but there are certain parts of this game where it's like, I know that I'm supposed to be somewhere, but, Jesus. Please. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? Okay. Well, this is already going to hell in a handbasket. But I'm going to finish my thought before I move on back to where I was. How do I fuck this up every single time so much? Jeez. Anyway, there are certain parts of this quest, or there are certain areas in certain quests where they're like, I know I need to be here, but I'm not entirely sure why, or at what stage of the quest I need to be here. So, I mean, you'll see what I mean if I ever get this shit sorted out, which at this rate isn't going to happen. But, yeah. So I'm going to talk to this bitch, talk to the other bitch that gives me the, class 5, and then I'm going to meet you back to where the one chick that we just were at that screwed us over is, because I believe if you talk to the other fairy, you get what you need to. Or, you get what you need, as the Rolling Stones would say. So, I'm gonna do all that, and I'll see you in about 1 second for you. A nightmarishly long time for me. So, apparently, I was incorrect. The person you want to talk to is right south of the safe stone. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I've basically been wandering around here for about 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do, and this quest is absolutely terrible. So now we want to go this way, and there should be 3 fairies here. Make sure you don't talk to the wrong one. Nobody cares about you, Quinn. We're gonna want to talk to the one whose name is a secret, because she will give us spell level 7, and we can finally be done with this quest. But here's where it gets a little awkward, because I'm going to need to save. So I'm sure I've cut plenty out, and your eyes should be used to it by now. But I'm going to head over to the save stone, save my game, and then we'll carry on with the rest of this quest. Because you only get 1 shot to talk to the correct fairy, and if you do it wrong, then you automatically lose, and that means you automatically lose the next quest involving the pirates, which is actually the last quest that involves the pirates, and thank goodness, because they house the 2 most hated quests, in my opinion. in the entire game. So I'm going to cut ahead to after I've saved, and just give me 2 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. This is Guy. I don't know why I'm starting over again, but so we have just saved, and we have one shot to talk to the correct fairy, who should, fingers crossed, because I wouldn't be surprised if she's not, but she should be headed up in this direction, and I believe the one you want to talk to will be at the very, or usually, not always. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Can you stop, please? Thank you. Should be at the very top left of the screen. So, I'm gonna zero in on her. I have gotten it wrong before, and this is actually the reason why, I haven't ever really liked this quest, because the guide that I have doesn't tell you where she is. But anyway, it's you! You! I must talk to you! Yes! Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. I don't know what a Drapner is. I'm pretty sure it's a weapon. I've never actually bothered to look. But, thank Santa, we are done with that. And all we get is a crab from him, because we already got our reward. And that's the Nordic Snowfield. And I believe that's the last time we need to go to the Feig Snowfields, unless I'm wrong. But I don't think that I am. So now that we're done with that, we can go talk to our cactus and this quest. And unfortunately, I am not going to be doing the next quest, because I was recording for 30 minutes for a quest that should have only taken about less than half of that. And to be honest with you, I just really don't feel I'm not as into it as I should be, because it was mostly entirely my fault, but it still was a giant pain in the ass. So we'll talk to our cactus and call it an episode. Little white fairy, except none of those fairies were white. Anyway, that's going to do it. Merry Christmas again, and I will see you guys